This lady right here has a problem with Martinez.
Living in my driver's seat? Go fuck yourself, Martinez. Is this your first police officer job? What you do the rest of your life?
Look, I'm happy you got it. That's why we go to court.
Got what? I got nothing. I lost everything I own and I'm living in my car fucking homeless with nothing, motherfucker. You think I'm winning here? Dude, get real. You sleep in your fucking driver's seat and nearly experience hypothermia and fucking carbon monoxide poisoning and things for it's almost 7 months now. 7 fucking months. There's no resources in this county. Y'all need to get educated. Y'all need to get educated. What you did could ruin people. I mean, it's ruined my life. I have no fucking idea how I'm gonna get out of this. None. 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 I'll figure it out while a fucking a year of my life gets wasted again. It's 7 months now, motherfucker. 7 months.
Why haven't you been able to get a place to live at?
Because
It's not that easy.
Are you kidding me?
It's not that easy.
I'm talking to you as a person. I've always have. You know that.
No, you haven't, Martinez. You lied in the felony report. You lied in the misdemeanor report. You didn't do your investigative work. You asked me one question that whole day on those misdemeanors. When Vasquez knocked on the bathroom door, I had no idea why you guys, because it was all false allegations. I had no idea why you guys were there. I had no idea I was being arrested. I had none of that.
Can you turn your emergency lights on so you're not because you're in the road?
Who was that? Who was,
Just to be safe.
oh.
Not you, the police officer.
Who are you?
I make sure they do their job right. I record them.
Oh,
And,
good, because me and you, man, we need to talk.
no, I believe it. I believe it.
They don't.
I believe it. Honestly, yes, I do.
Anyway, I'm done.
Thank you.
I've
Thank
had
you.
enough. Because, like I said, some things are going to start happening here. That I got to get representation so I can sue you guys. That if I can, I think I have a lawsuit. Because I got that everything they do down there. That I got all the municipal. They don't even know what the law is and how to follow it. If I wouldn't have won that, it would have got dismissed because they did things that are unlawful in that municipal court that day.
Alex, can you shut that light off, please?
I could shine it downwards a little bit. I'm not gonna shine it in your face. I'm sorry. I didn't. Hey, thank you. I'll shine it downwards. It's just, yeah. And I don't mean to. I'm not trying to get in your business. I see this and I record them every time I can.
I've always talked to you straight.
Dude, you are two-faced.
But I believe it because
You are two-faced, Martinez, and you're a liar.
we did have a confrontation right here one time too, and he did kind of get disrespectful. I believe it, but we do have.
But you're a human being. As a person, I don't have any problem with you. You know, on a professional level, I have a problem with every cop pretty much in this town because you guys have all failed me and failed me and failed me. And I've lost everything. I mean, I'm not even going to get into it. But like I said, if I can get a lawyer, I'm pretty sure I got a winning lawsuit against
There's websites you can get free consultations with.
Yeah, because 7 months of my life, it's only been 3.5 now since it all started a long time ago. 7 months of my life since the misdemeanors living in this car. That's
What I recommend is make written complaints.
Yeah, I
because that way it's on record. Because if you do it in verbal form, most of the time it's not going to get.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but we'll talk more. What's your name?
Alex.
Alex?
Yeah.
You from coolidge?
Yep. Raised.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Me. You know what? Joey. Fulton. He's the one that violated my rights when I was underage, and I knew I recognized him, but I just couldn't put put it right on point. And then I went to the station and I asked, from the records that day, and it was Fulton and stuff. He messed up, but I wish I knew what I know now, cause I did get the case dropped, like thrown out.
Right.
But I could have sued him so bad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and and it's just
There's
like,
so many unlawful things that go on at the Superior Court, that court.
oh,
This whole
I
county is
believe
corrupt.
it. I believe it.
The whole state's corrupt. But
But
this whole county is.
you know, sometimes they do their job, right? You know, sometimes, but there's sometimes too they need to follow policies and stuff like.
Well, I just think that. I mean, I know it's not. I wouldn't want to do your job. That's. I mean, for sure.
Not in Coolidge with their reputation and the stuff I know about Mario Palacios. It is crazy, you know. It,
Is that the older one?
the older one, yeah. It's crazy. I've grown up here all my life, and I'm 26 now.
I
So
like him though. I bet I haven't had to really deal with him on a top level, but
Yeah.
he's good. He's really good to talk to.
yeah, it just depends. There's little things like, you know, they should follow, they should do, and they don't, and
Yeah.
especially, you know, with the people like.
And y'all work with PCSO. I mean, you're going to deny that, but you all knew I was being gang stalked. I'm being gang stalked tonight. You guys know that as well.
Tonight?
Tonight and last night I was being gang stalked, and you guys know I was. And I mean, you're all gonna play ignorant because that's what you always do. But
What is that? Let me ask you, what is that?
oh my God, seriously.
For real?
Remember,
I'm
prior
asking
to the March 8th arrest, I made like 31 non-emergency calls to the Coolidge Police Station, asking you guys to please get these people off of me. But at the end of week 1, it was one of your own officers that told me it was Mark Lamb and his people, and that you don't know what the word gang stalking is.
I don't think Mark Lamb's going to come down here and...
Oh, Mark Lamb. Well, Mark Lamb was only involved 2 of the 5 weeks, 2 nights. He was there the night of my arrest, and so was his son Cooper the night of my arrest, and they were each there one other time. But then their cronies and their civilians that they hire to harass people were there the other 5 weeks, every other night for 5 weeks, where they nearly drove me mad. Yeah.
Well, I can't speak on something that I don't know.
Come on. Holy moly, man. Whatever, Martinez. You are a liar. That's the bottom line. You are a liar.
Yes, I am.
You're two-faced and you're a liar.
Yes, I lied.
You have.
According to you.
And you're lying now.
Well, what?
There was a reason you pulled me over that in March, and you had no reason to even get behind me in the first place. And but it was all orchestrated. You guys knew what was going on.
I can get behind whoever I want.
Oh, you can't. You have to have reasonable suspicion to pull somebody over.
Whether I pull them over or not, that's a different story. I have to have a lawful reason to pull them over.
Yeah, well.
But I can get behind
But
any
what did you
car.
write on your police report for that felony? Why did you pull me over? Well, you covered several tracks by making up some falsehoods to cover every possible ground, but you said that you pulled me over because I was going slow. Because of that, I might have been under the influence of something. That is a hunch. That's not reasonable suspicion. And you know why you pulled me over? Because I was flipping you off and waving you to go around me. That's why, and that's why I was going
I know
slow.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I pulled you over because you peeled out coming out of that place. You
Oh
didn't
my
take
God. Okay, it was,
You
dude,
didn't- You
that's the
didn't
part.
stop prior to exiting.
Dude, that's the funny thing about that
private
report,
drive.
dude. You say that I pulled out. Well, you know why? You came in front of me in the car wash. Never passed by you. I backed out. Then it was midnight on Sunday, right as it was going into Monday, and I peeled my tires out to then go what you call 25 miles per hour below the speed limit. Yeah, I sped out to then go 25 miles per hour below the speed limit. Dude, that makes no sense. I didn't peel out. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. That was one of the things you said to cover your grounds for reasonable suspicion. Well,
And I got behind you, and then.
well, we'll see because I'm keep fighting here for a trial and
Good for you. Hey, I mean.
well, hopefully you'll get put on the stand and look like you.
Well, then. We'll see when that day comes.
You guys all act like, oh, you can, if they do take all your stuff, blah, 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 you can get it all back. Man, fuck that shit. It takes a lawyer, it takes a lot of stuff. You guys have just screwed me over and over and over, and I'm fucking done with it. And I'll tell you what, I hate this fucking place, but you might see me here for a long time advocating for change and making sure that front motherfuckers get taken down. Because I can't stand it anymore. And these people are all indifferent. They're indifferent. You guys, everybody that walks in that city court takes a plea before they ever see a discovery. And every single person that goes in there is lied to by the judge and told that this is a limited jurisdiction court, therefore you're not entitled to a public defender or right to trial. That is a lie.
Yeah.
Superior Court does the same thing, except they say that you're not entitled to a public defender. If you're charged with a felony, you're entitled to a public defender. If you're charged with a misdemeanor, you're not entitled to a public defender. Lie. Those are all lies. That's judicial misconduct. Every single judge.
Mr. Alex here knows a lot about the law.
Well, we'll probably talk.
No, I do, and it's
About the law.
Good.
You'll be a good resource for you.
Well, that's good. Because
and
I'll
it's
tell you
just good.
what,
It's just good to know.
a legal question answered here.
It's
by
just good.
anybody.
It's just good to know
You
your.
can't give legal advice.
No, I'm not
But-
asking for legal advice.
But the thing is too is that you guys should know the law that you enforce. You should know everything, like reasonable suspicion. Yeah, if you have reasonable suspicion, you have to articulate it down to the point. And then if it's not proven, then it's over
Well,
with.
that's like me telling you, tell me the first 5 presidents of the United States.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
but do I need to know that?
That's
No,
not the same
I
at
don't
all.
need to, but this is your job. You need to know everything. And if you don't, you need to take the time before you enforce anything, do anything to anybody, you need to take the time to look it up first. Because there's lots of things that you think you can do. Like, you know, on a consensual search in Coolidge, Arizona, if it's a consensual search, you have the right to say where they can search and when to stop. It's in their policy.
I would never let
No, I know you have the right to
them.
say no, but if I say, yeah, you can search me, but in this one pocket, you have the
Search me.
you have the right to
Now, if he doesn't want to talk to
I-
you, he doesn't have to
yeah,
talk to you.
yeah, I know, but do you think every citizen knows they have the right to limit the scope of the search?
It's not my
Well,
job.
I don't think
I
most
know,
of
but
it's-
It's
but
not my
did you
job
know
to
that though?
educate people.
Did you know that though? Even in a car, if it's a consensual search, if it's a consensual search in a car, you don't have to. You can tell them where and when they have to stop the
Why
search.
would anybody consent to a search?
I know, but
Why would
still,
anybody consent to a search to begin with? They said
because sometimes they lie to them.
That everybody should already
You
know.
they legally can lie to us.
I know that.
So they do that. So and the citizens sometimes they don't know their rights. They don't know their rights.
Can't you?
They don't. But a lot of people don't know their
lot of
rights,
people
sir.
don't know.
You know what I mean? And so if
They
they don't
play
know
that
their
to
rights,
us.
they don't have them. So you're gonna just continue with it, even if it was wrong, and they don't bring it up in court. They're not gonna say they were wrong. So
No.
they're gonna just make them take the plea, do all of that. But if they know their rights, they can get it just dropped just like that.
Yeah, you just keep challenging. If everybody in
yeah.
that Pinal County jail right now asks for a speedy trial, this fucking county would collapse.
It just people just
they,
need.
they, would- they don't. There's not even people that know how to do trial.
It's just
here.
people need to know their
That-
rights, but
that
still, it's like you
generation didn't know
enforce
that
the
we
law.
did, huh?
You enforce the law, Joey. Like, and so you enforcing it. You need to follow it yourself, and you need to uphold the oath you took of the Constitution. So everybody's rights.
I do.
So you never violated anybody's rights at all. So if they're legally carrying a firearm, right? Legally, and they get pulled over, and it's nothing like a dangerous stop for nothing like that. It's just a simple traffic stop.
They don't follow. the
Will
law.
you guys most of the time disarm them? Yeah, you guys don't run their firearm.
Not that they-
If they're legally carrying it, and you guys don't take it just to see if it's stolen or anything. You guys don't.
They don't let me know.
Okay, but not just. I'm not saying just you. Other officers.
I can't speak
Okay,
for other officers.
but
I
if
can't
you
tell
see that happen as being you're a sergeant,
You know
right?
that There's a lot of people that carry guns
Yeah.
and shoot at people.
How about
Well, I know,
protocol for a
know,
witness?
yeah.
IDing a
I
witness?
yeah, I know, and that's why I said
Aren't you supposed to
I
ID
told you guys. I told you before.
We can
Hey.
go in circles.
I know. I said I told you before that.
IDing witnesses, that's speaking for you.
I-
You didn't ID my witness.
I-
Otherwise, you would have known she was a liar.
I respect what you guys do because you have a dangerous job. But before you guys, take somebody's gun, because that's against the Constitution of the United States, you have to determine if they're a real threat. If they're not making these certain movements, not giving up, just because they get stopped.
But they do whatever they
Yeah,
want.
that's what
and
I'm
people
saying.
don't know what they're doing.
That's
so
what I'm
then,
saying.
unless they stop them, they just keep going.
Yeah,
they
that's
just do whatever the
that's
hell
what
they
I'm
want.
saying. You're a sergeant, right? you being the sergeant or higher up, you need, if you see that happen from the other officers, you are supposed to correct them. It's in your policy and everything. I have the policy on my phone. I go through it all the time.
Okay.
So, and I got it from the city.
You got their policy?
Yes.
Oh, I want to. Hey, we need to talk because it's on my list to go. I've got to get that too.
Yeah, I got it from the city. It's really hard to get.
Yeah, they have to give it to you.
Yeah, but it's really hard to get.
Your policy.
The general orders, not the one you get online, but the real one. The general orders for the department.
Be online for everybody.
Yes.
Their whole operations manual should be online. Yeah. Every page. I don't care if it's 150 pages, because most police departments are accountable. And
but I have it. Yeah. And like I said, I respect what you guys do, and I do this so you guys start doing your job right, because this department has violated my rights a lot, and other people, my family members. But we didn't know what I know now. You know what I mean? And it's not personal. Nothing's personal. This is just, you have a, this is your job. So,
it's
you took a serious oath with this career. And and in your policy, you can't be scared. It says you can't be cowardice. It says you can't be cowardice in your policy. It's against your policy. So, if you stop somebody just because they have a gun, it doesn't mean they're a threat right away. You have to have these certain
Especially
movements.
In this state.
Yes, you have to have certain movements, certain things that will, make you think you're in danger. Things like that. There's little things, lots of things that you know what I mean. You guys are supposed to follow, but if people don't know the rights.
There's a lot of ways. If somebody tells me
there's not a lot of ways. It's a law or not the law.
I did explain to you some stuff, right? And like the identification policy, I had a thing with Fulton and the other officer. It was
didn't ID you or ID something?
No, I asked their ID and they said they didn't have to. It was a bunch of bullcrap. Their policy.
Right.
I made a complaint. The chief did call me. He said I was right. They did violate their policy. They're supposed to identify themselves, name, badge number, and show you identification from the police department. A picture ID from the police department.
How old are you?
26.
Well, good for you.
See, it's just things like that. Like, you took this job, and it's not a... Huh?
I know I am, but I mean, there's always more to learn. But
there is lots to learn. I'm still learning.
I am always learning because I'm committed to continuing education and self-growth. Most people aren't.
And then, the police department, you guys are here for us, So
they'll come and try to enforce things that aren't even laws, not city, not state, not federal, and it's like. I don't give a shit what people's preferences are if it's not the law.
They're not the feelings police or the opinion police. They're law enforcement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's.
Ain't nothing worth me violating somebody's rights.
Yeah, it's not worth your qualified immunity, huh?
What's that?
It's not worth your qualified immunity, is it? Because that's what if you violate a constitutional, if you violate a constitutional,
that's saved there as.
Huh?
You know what that is?
Yeah, that means you can't, if it's not, you didn't violate like their constitutional rights, then, and you're justified in whatever you do, you're good, you're qualified.
Well,
you're like your immunity.
It's a pretty high bar because
you're good. You won't get charged with nothing.
For all your shit.
Yeah, you won't get charged with anything like that. But if you violate,
you should post this video explaining that.
Hey, I have a YouTube channel. Check it out.
They need to get rid of qualified immunity.
But look, I'm not against you guys, dog. I just want everybody to be informed because it's good. It's good because you guys aren't gonna let them know before you violate their rights. And I know you said you want to be careful. It's not worth it.
What country do we live in? America. What is it? A democracy. What is democracy all about? Fairness.
You guys
that is absent in a lot of places here in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but it shouldn't take getting to court. It shouldn't take getting to court. It should be. If it's not lawful, it should be done right then and there.
And you got corrupt judges, and you got corrupt public defenders. You got
exactly.
Because the first thing that went wrong for me here, where I lost everything the first time after 2 years, denied my constitutional right to due process by the judge, who didn't hear either side of the story in a civil case and decided. That's just like you guys have due process in order to have the judge has to have due process. That's what both people are allowed to give their testimony. He decided with the other party. I lost everything. And it's like you guys all act like you have known me go through this, and this, and you all act like you don't remember any of it. Like you have no idea, and it's like, come on. That's the other big thing I have a complaint with is you guys, and here's the other thing, Martinez. Until I beat you guys, this is the first time I've seen you since I beat you in court. From the time I got arrested till the day of court, I saw you almost every day you were here, and multiple times. And you and your little minions, Newberry and Vasquez, and Coleman, he's up there, you guys are buddies. And I'll tell you what, I know what it's all about. You haven't seen me since this? No, you have not. From afar, you guys hardly even passed by me now since that happened. Not you. Not you. I have not seen you. I've not seen Vasquez. I have not seen Newberry. And I've seen you guys. I saw like multiple times before I beat you guys in court. And you guys were, do you know I almost got arrested right here the other day? Yeah, well, that shit's fucking, thank you guys, because that's just going to help my case too, because got over to the emergency room, and that's what they thought. They thought, well, we're not going to, we probably went too far. And then, so we're going to get her on a mental health thing. So they talked the paramedics up what they should say, and then paramedics talked me all the way there like I was going in, and I'm like, well, what did the emergency room doctor decide? Is in there 2 minutes, let out, then I had to hitchhike halfway back there so you guys put my life at risk.
See, they use their authority to do stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing.
See, and that's not right. That's not right.
Just like PCS, they all want to shut me down because I'm a whistleblower who is a threat to their corruption and to their ways. Well, but if people start whistleblowing in this county, man, it's big time. Shit's gonna go down because there's so much.
And there's like
PCSO. And it's
crazy.
Mark Lamb's a Nazi. He needs it.
It's crazy too, cause
assassinated or put out.
Cause not too long ago, I had flipped Fulton off, and then he turned around and he said, and he was like, "Oh, you want our attention, right?" And that right there, that's like a threat. Like, and that puts your whole department at like if you guys were just to do anything to me, violent, like do anything to me, really, it's because it's, you know what I mean. He put the whole. He didn't say you want my attention. You want our attention, right? You know what I mean? Like that's how I felt.
But hey, be on the street at all and homeless, and you got their attention because they don't have drugs to go deal with. They don't have this. They got homeless people to harass. They got spigots to shut off in the parks and every place, and all the electricity every place. And then there's no bathrooms, so people are shitting in front of City Hall in that little area. It's like, okay,
you
guys.
See that? You see that, dog? You're not gonna do nothing? Hey, you know what?
I didn't see it.
Oh, dang.
I didn't see if he stopped.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But you know what?
I pulled somebody over that I didn't see completely.
Yeah, true. Earlier, I don't know who was driving that.
Like if they tell me, hey, you see that guy?
That's true. I know. It's just he say she say. But
What you got?
But earlier, who's driving the white car with the black words? Do you know? Earlier to that call that was on Vaca Ann?
Oh. I'm pretty much done. I'm about to leave.
But
yeah, he was
there was a call on
black letters.
There was a call on Vaca Ann earlier, and then he was coming this way and he turned his all his lights off, like all his lights, and he just smashed. I was about to walk across the road.
They do.
And then
have you read the policy?
Yeah, I did. And then it also says
shut
that
their lights off and go. Like,
it doesn't say that. No.
Title 28, if you're responding to a call or if you're
emergency, an emergency, right? But it says you have to have red and blues illuminated. One set. Yes, it does.
Here in the middle of the day, like
yes, when I seen that, I looked it up again inside. It said under emergency vehicles during a response, it says you guys have to have.
Oh, during a response, yeah.
No, that was a call, right? That was they were responding, right?
Depends on the call.
Oh no, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say in any of the sections A, B, C, or D.
Read up.
I did.
28.
What would be depending on the call? Is an emergency? Why would it be okay to?
No, but
you can park just like I can park on these. I don't have to be parked in.
What does Title 28 say? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna pause this.